Hi everybody, welcome to another bad tabletop gaming presentation of another Centurion game that we're going to do. With me here I have Gary. He plays his wonderful Iron Warriors and he's going to be facing off against my Alpha Legion. So today we're going to do a mission from book 2. It's the mission 3. It's called Deadly Ground. So we're still going to play on a 48 by 48 board. What's going to happen is we're going to place one objective right in the middle, and then two other objectives, 12 each, one each, sorry, 12 inches away from the middle one, and then they scatter d6 inches in any direction. If you get a hit, it doesn't move. Then we're going to see who deploys first. So the deployment is a little bit different, as you can see. It's a little bit of its corners. The other special rules of this mission are compulsory reserves, so you have to put half your armies into reserve. In addition, the way you score this objective is we're going to have containers, and in order to score them, you have to be touching them. Of course, only scoring units can score, everything else can deny. In addition, the way scoring does work is on the start of each turn, starting with a second, a single victory point is awarded for whoever controls it. So the objective of this is to hold the objectives at the beginning of your turn, starting with the second. Secondary objectives are Slay the Warlord and Attrition, so whoever kills more units gets an additional victory point. All right. We've also drawn an additional secondary mission that Gary will go over with you guys.
Vengeance. After deployment, but before the game begins, each player secretly notes down a unit in their opponent's army. At the end of the game, if that unit was destroyed, is falling back, or otherwise not on the table, the player gains 2 victory points.
That's right. So what we've also decided is the units that we pick have to be non-scoring units, right? Mainly because since the objective is going to be to kill the scoring units anyways, because they're the ones that can score, this way it'll entice us to also kill some of the other units that we have in the armies as well. All right, now I'm going to have Gary can go through his army.
So I have a Siegebreaker and Cataphracti armor with a Chain Fist and a Combi Bolter. He has 5 Siege Tyrants with him with 2 Chain Fists. The Sergeant has an Omniscope. I have a 9-man Plasma Squad. They have a Sergeant with Artificer armor. I have 2 Tactical Squads. They're 10-man squads. They only have bolters. The Sergeant has Artificer armor and Meltabombs in each squad. And then I have a 5-man Havoc squad with the Sergeant having Artificer armor.
Okay, that's a tough army. Lots of firepower. You kind of have a little bit to deal with everything. No armor though, which is a little bit different than most armies, but it's kind of nice. It's kind of nice. I know the last army that I played against was all dreadnoughts, so this will be very, very different. Both beautiful armies, just different Iron Warrior armies. For myself, as you can see, Alpha Legion, so led by the Chaplain. He's got a Power Fist and a Boarding Shield, Artificer armor. He usually hangs out with the Terminators, but we'll have to see how the game goes. We've got the unit champion in there has a Chain Fist and a Power Dagger, of course, for the extra attack. Also a squad of veterans on the side there, where a Sergeant has an Artificer armor. Then you're looking at 2 Javelins. They've got Multi-Melta, Cyclone missile launchers, and of course each of them has 2 Hunter-Killer missiles. For the Dreadnoughts, we've got the awesome Mortis Dreadnoughts with Mortis Dreadnought with a twin-linked carries assault cannon, not twin-linked, but he's got 2 of them. And then the Dorado Dreadnought for the heavy support choice with the missiles on top. And last but not least, a 5-man heavy support squad with Volkite Culverins. All right. So, very different armies. A little bit more armor in mine, but you've got a lot of armor-busting weapons.
I think I can deal with it.
Yeah. And then the plasma should scare everybody, because really they're equipped to deal with anything. So, all right. Here you are looking at the board. The middle piece right there is going to be the objective. And then the other pieces that look exactly like it, that one and that one, we've placed, and they scattered both in different directions. So they're going to be the other the other objectives. So those are our 3 objectives. The board is 48 by 48, and this hill is in play, but the edge of the hill is the end of the world. So nothing goes on that side. Yeah, looking forward to it, and we're going to roll off to see who goes first. Here we go. The deployment is finished. The Iron Warriors won the roll off to go first, so they chose the opposite side. You want to tell us a little bit about your deployment here?
So I have my Tyrant Siege Terminators with the Siege Breaker over here, and I got my Plasma Squad over here, ready to take that objective.
Okay, and then the stuff that you put in reserve.
My 2 tactical squads and my Havocs.
Okay, and the Alpha Legion chose the mutable tactic Infiltrate. So they've infiltrated the Terminators right there with the Chaplain, and deployed the Volkites on that side and the Dorado, attempting to be as much out of sight of those Terminators as possible, and putting myself out of range of the Plasmas, at least for a turn or two, because they're terrifying. And then in reserve, we have the Veterans, which even though they have Infiltrate and Outflank, they will not be outflanking. They're just going to come on from regular reserve. And then the Mortis Dreadnought and the 2 Javelins as well. Okay, we're going to go to Seize the Initiative for the Alpha Legion. Seize the Initiative for Alpha Legion. Nope. So we're going to move into Iron Warrior turn 1.
Okay, moving the Siege Tyrants. And then moving the Plasma Squad. Plasma Squad is going to run
1
inch.
That's bad.
So they'll just space out a little bit. Siege Terminator is going to fire the Dreadnought, hitting on 3s. 2, 3 misses. Crack missiles are strength 8 into front armor 13.
So you're looking for 5s to go on, 6s to pin.
And I have Tank Hunter, so I'll reroll.
Perfect. Oh, that's way too many. Oh.
Rerolling.
We have a 5+ either way, so we'll do the pen first. No, pen goes through, and 4 lances. 1 saves, so 3 go through. So you can't explode me either way. He's wrecked. So we have a wrecked Dreadnought. Just gonna lay down for the rest of the game. Terminators will try to go on top to see if they can get a little bit closer. So they'll move 6 inches, so that'll be nice. They can get nice and close here. Fire their Volkites. The Terminators will fire their Volkites into your Tyrant Siege Terminators. Only 4 are in range, so there'll be 8 shots with the Volkites. Looking for 3s to hit, and then looking for 3s to wound because it's strength 5. That's 3 wounds, and you just get 3 armor saves.
So the first 2.
Perfect, 3 saves. The reason he rolled 2 first is because the Sergeant is 3rd, so just in case it got to him. The Volkites Heavy Support Squad is going to fire into the Plasma Support Squad that you have there. So 5 Volkites, that's going to be 20 shots. Looking for 3s to hit. See, that's way better. Way better. A little bit.
One more.
Oh, that was
bad.
Bad. Okay,
Bad.
okay. And so, strength 6, looking for 2s to wound. Lots of bads. Oh. All right, and then you're looking at armor saves here.
Okay, so I'm going to be rolling on this Space Marine. When he dies, it's going to be going on to my Sergeant with Artificer Armor. So 3+ save. He's dead.
And now it's 1 at a time.
2+.
The benefit and negative of having...
oh, that's
there
bad.
He is. He dies, and then the rest are just 3 pluses. Okay, so 2 more.
2 more.
So that's 4 total deflagrate hits. So 4 more. That's 3 more wounds. 1 more dies. Okay, 5 Marines dead. End of the shooting phase. The Iron Warriors do not have to take panic tests due to shooting. So therefore his squad is nice and safe and sound there. No close combat, so we'll be moving into Iron Warrior turn 2.
So I'm rolling for my reserves, for my Havoc squad. They fail. Tactical squad here, makes it in. Tactical squad here, fails.
Okay, also 1 tactical squad comes in.
Support squad's going to move through difficult terrain. 4 inches.
Try to get a little closer so you can get shots at that Terminator squad.
You know it.
4 inches is definitely enough to get there. You can just throw him over, it's fine.
Tactical squad's going to move onto the board here. They'll move 6 inches. Terminators are going to move up. Two plasma shots into the Terminators because that's all who can see. So the first guy, he hits. Second guy, he hits as well. This guy's out of range, and this guy cannot see anything. So then of those 2, needing 2s to wound, 2 wounds.
And then the Terminators will make their invulnerable saves. 1 dies, so the first Terminator gets vaporized.
Tactical squad's going to run. They're going to go 5 inches. And they're just going to move up, so they're touching this objective.
So they can score it next turn, beginning of next turn.
The sergeant is going to split fire his missiles into the Volkites over there. So he hits on 3s. He hits 1. Wounding on 2s. He fails.
Bad.
Terminators are going to fire into this Terminator squad. They're going to fire 8 shots. They're going to need 3s. They're going to hit 5. Those 5, they're going to need 2s to wound.
4 wounds.
4 armor saves.
We have 2 plus armor saves. Oh no! That's 2. Okay. Oh, well, your plasmas didn't do, your missiles finished off.
So now the bolters firing into the Terminators. 4 shots from the Terminators. Twin linked. 3 hits. Wounding on 4s. That's 2.
Oh,
1 more dies. And then
so Sergeant would have looked out, sir. Both of them, technically. So the Terminator dies.
and then my Siege Breaker's firing his bolter. Fails, twin linked.
At these guys?
This squad. This guy.
Oh, right. Yeah. Hits.
So it hits. Wounding on 4s.
Wounds. So 1 more armor save. That's going to be on the Sergeant, I guess. We'll save my Warlord if... Yeah, no, we're good. So a bunch of missiles and bolters wipe out the Terminator squad. Great. So the squad does not have to take a leadership test after losing so many casualties because of the chaplain makes them fearless. So what do we have here? We have a bunch of plasma guys died. 5 of them, to be exact. And I thought my turn was really good. Really good. But then your second turn, you went in and massacred the squad. Only 1 Terminator is left alive out of 5. So that will be very interesting.
That means bad.
Yeah, that means bad. Yeah. Second turn reserves. We have the veteran squad. Does not come in.
That's a dreadnought.
Dreadnought does. And the javelins are separate units. They both come on. And we'll just roll outflank with them right now. So 1, 2, 3 is going to be the left side. 4, 5, 6 the right. Or sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, 6 is I choose. So 1 I choose, 1 comes on the left side over there. So we've got the dreadnought, came on right there. It's out of range of everything at the moment. The 1 javelin came on that side. And the other javelin's all the way in the corner over there. We're going to see if his missiles can do damage to his Terminators. Alright, so now movement. The Volkites will stand still, of course, because why wouldn't they? And the Terminators will move. It's 5 inches. So they're just actually going to...
Yeah, say hide. Say hide.
Yeah. Yeah, they're just going to hide. Exactly. Since the Dreadnought's out of range, he's just going to run a little bit closer. 1 inch, so you'll just shuffle forward a little bit. The Javelin will fire at the Plasma Squad. So he's going to fire his both his Hunter Killer missiles and regular missiles. See if we can wipe that squad out. So first the Multi-Melta hits. Hits on 2s because of strafing run. Strength 8, wounds.
I'm going to go to ground.
Okay, so the first guy has a 6+ there. Go ahead. Nope.
That's bad.
That is bad. And then the Cyclone missiles, 2 hits. And the Hunter Killer missiles, 2 hits. So that's 4 in total. And that's going to be 3 more wounds.
At 4+?
5 plus plus 1, yeah, 4+, correct. Yeah, so 1 dies. The other Javelin will fire into the Terminators. So we're going to start with the Multi-Melta. Hits. Wounds. So it's just on the Terminator there. You save. And then we've got 2 Hunter Killer missiles. Both hit. And we've got 2 Cyclone missiles. Twin linked. 4 hits. So strength 8. Just looking for 2s. Oh. 3 wounds.
1 at a time?
1 at a time, please. Yes. Saves. Saves. All right. So I guess your Terminators are a lot better at their armor save than mine are.
They are Iron Warrior Terminators.
That's true. The Volkites will fire into the Tactical Squad on the other side. See if we can remove all of them, but as many as we can. So 20 shots. Looking for 3s to hit. Man. So much bad going on there. Okay. Oh, there was another 2. Thank you. And then looking for 2s to wound.
Nice
There we go.
roll.
That's really good. Okay, so we have 3+ armor saves. Where's your sergeant?
He's the second
Second
guy.
one. Okay. One
Here
at
we
a time.
go.
Okay, so the Marine is dead. Now it goes to the sergeant. Ooh, that was good. Looking for that.
Looking
bad.
for that bad. Not gonna happen.
Okay, I'm just gonna remove these. Keep going.
Not gonna happen.
Oh. Okay, so 1 deflagrate. That's 1 more wound. Let's see him die. No, okay, 1 Marine dead. So that was a crazy, uneventful turn for me, for Alpha Legion.
2 guys. You got 2.
I got 2.
3. You got a guy here.
So I got 2 plasmas and a sergeant that refuses to fail.
He didn't die. He's still there.
Oh, he's still there. That's right. That's right. Oh, my Dreadnought here. Poor Dreadnought. He's just mocking me, sitting there. Your Tyrant Siege Terminators, invincible, clearly. My Terminators, not so much.
I wouldn't say they're invincible. You just have to hit them with some stuff, you know.
That actually hurts. I
Yeah.
thought I did, but guess not. Okay, moving into turn 3.
Rolling reserves for the Havocs. It's
Nope.
bad. Tactical squad. Also fail.
They don't come in either. It doesn't seem like you need them to
Hey,
do
I'll take
damage.
all the reinforcements I can get. Okay, so movement.
We did forgot to mention, but you have 1 point from touching that objective.
At the start of this turn.
That's right. So it's 1-0 for right now.
Terminators are going to move 6 inches.
And the plasma squad is down for the count for this turn at least. So they're just going to sit there.
So my siege tyrants, they're going to split fire. The sergeant is going to be firing his missiles into this javelin here, and the rest of the squad is going to be firing at this javelin.
So the one on the right there will jink, but the one on the left will not.
So we'll do this one first.
Okay, he will risk it.
Hit on 3s. 2 hits.
Ouch. Okay. Armor
Strength
11.
8. So I need 3s to glance with Tank Hunter. So
A glance and a
that's in a pen. I'll keep it.
Okay, so that's it. It's wrecked. You can just drop it down there.
The rest of the missiles into the other javelin. Needing 3s. Good roll.
Excellent roll. Looking for 3s to glance.
3s to glance with Tank Hunter.
Oh my god. That's a lot of pens. That's a
You
lot of
saved
saves.
it?
That's right, I did. 1 goes through, so you can roll on the chart. We can both roll amazing. That is weapon destroyed, so you can go ahead and roll. I have 2 left, so the missile launchers and the multi-melta.
1, 2, 3.
Missile launcher. So you destroy the multi-melta, so the cyclone missile launcher is still on.
Plasmas are going to snap fire into the javelin. The first guy misses. The second guy misses.
Misses. Okay.
Tactical squad is going to throw a crack grenade into the javelin.
1.
So it hits on 3s. It hits. Okay. It's strength 6, so I need 5s to glance.
Oh,
pens?
no. There's no way. Oh, saves it. Okay. Alpha Legion final reserves coming in on a 3+. They do come in. Veterans are going to come on. They're going to surround this objective so that I can score a point next turn. Dreadnought's going to move a little bit closer. Challenge is going to slide down. Terminator is going to move a little bit closer here. I feel like I might need the charge there. Not that I can win, but I don't know. Killing a few of those guys might help. So the carries Assault Cannon Dreadnought is going to fire at that tactical squad, and guess who's at the front? The sergeant that refuses to fail a save. So we're going to see if he can fail these. So we got 12 shots, 2s to hit, 2 misses, and strength 6, 2s to wound, looking for 6s as rends. Excellent. So we're going to do 3 rends first.
I'm going to look out, sir, these.
Of course.
On a 4+.
All lookout, sir, so that's 3 dead Marines.
Closest models. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, and then 1 at a time on these saves right here until you fail. Yes, finally, he's dead. And then just 5 armor saves. So 1 more dead. The Javelin is going to snapfire into the Plasma Support Squad. The multi-melt is destroyed, so we've only got snap-firing Cyclone missile launchers. 1 hit, and it's twin-linked. That's 1 hit. 1 wound.
5+.
5+, yes. And he saves. All right. The Volkites support squad are going to fire at the remainder of the tactical squad. There's 4 Marines there. So it's 20 shots. Looking for 3s to hit. Lots of misses there. Oh, 1 more. Yep. And then we're looking for strength 6. Looking for 2s to wound. That's lots of wounds. And then you've got a 3+ armor save, and it's a deflag rate.
1, 2, 3, 4. They're dead.
5, 6.
There's only 4 of them.
Just to be clear, there's a lot of bad there. The Terminator is going to fire into your Terminators. So we've got the Terminator with the Volkite. 2 shots, 2 hits, and 1 wound, because strength 5. And then you have your armor save. Saves, and the bolt pistol from the Chaplain will hit and wound. So you just get an armor save. Saves. So we're going to attempt to charge here. It's a 9-inch charge. You can't overwatch because you're Cataphracta Terminators. So we're looking for a 9 here. That's a 4. Okay, so no charge. Turn 3 overview. Okay, lots of stuff happened.
This is really bad for me. I'm not going to be scoring.
The Marines died. That was good for me. Really, the Javelin over there dead does hurt. That Javelin did nothing this turn. That hurt too. Those 2 Marines are still alive. They're kind of, they're very dangerous. This squad right here, that sucks. To say the least. That is a full squad. I count 5 plus the Siegebreaker. So, yeah, we're We're going to see these guys are my MVP, that's for sure. They've been doing a lot of damage, long range, and staying mostly out of their line of sight. I think next turn, if he decides to move, he could probably draw a line of sight to them. And hopefully, if these guys survive, they can score me a point next turn.
So for reserves, Havocs are going to move here.
It's turn 4, so his reserves are coming on automatically. He doesn't have to roll dice again.
The tactical squad is coming in over here. 6 inches. Difficult terrain test. Got a 5. So they're going to move here. Terminators are going to move up over here. Siege Tyrants are going to split fire. The Sergeant is going to fire his missiles and bolter into this squad, and the rest of the squad is going to fire into the tactical squad over there. So starting with the missiles into the tactical squad, 8 shots, hitting on 3s, and then wounding on 2s.
Correct. Okay, 4 wounds.
4 wounds.
So we have a sergeant there in the front with artificer armor. So we're going to roll it one at a time. Okay, there we go. I'll do to you what you did to me.
Yeah, I see that. So
3 bolter shots can also reach.
firing 3 bolters, twin linked, needing 3s. All 3 hit. They also need 4s. So one armor save.
We're going to look out turret. Nope. And he'll take an armor save. Yeah, he'll be okay.
So now the sergeant firing into here, firing his 2 cyclone missiles, needing 3s. Both hit. Needing 2s. One armor save.
Armor save. Saves.
2 bolter shots, hitting on 3s. Both hit. Needing 4s. Both wound.
So the sergeant will look out sir both of them to the chaplain. He'll look out sir one. So the one that he didn't look out sir, he'll die. Oh, great. And the one that he did look out sir, the chaplain will make the save.
The plasma support squad is going to run. They're going to go 3 inches.
So not quite close enough.
Tactical squad is going to run. They run 4 inches. So they're going to move forward. It looks like they will be close enough if they can survive.
At least one guy's touching.
The Havocs came off of reserve, so they're going to fire snapshots into the rear of the javelin.
The javelin will jink.
I'm going to need 6s.
Nothing.
That's a bad roll.
I didn't even need to jink. That's what happens when you don't jink over there.
Siege Tyrants are going to charge this mofo.
We're going to snapfire his bolt pistol. Nope. So that's a 5-inch charge.
5 inches.
Oh, he makes it. Okay, get him in there. So the Iron Warriors will not issue the challenge. My chaplain will. Challenges you.
My sergeant will decline.
Okay, so the sergeant will not get to fight. He has a boarding shield, so he doesn't get his +1 attack for charging. I have defensive grenades, basically. That's what it means. Okay, so we've got 8 attacks from the Terminators and 3 attacks from the Siege Lord. Siegebreaker, sorry. Yeah.
Hitting on force.
So, hitting on force, correct. Oh, that's a lot of hits.
Wounding on
2s. That's a lot of wounds. Okay, so 5 plus invulnerable. Instant
You
death.
don't even fail one of them.
Oh, it did
bad.
So he is dead, but he still gets to fight at his initiative. So he's got 4 attacks because he's got 3 attacks because he's got a power fist. 3 attacks, hitting on 3s because he's got weapon skill 5, hitting your majority of 4, and he's a chaplain, so he gets to reroll. So that's 3 hits, 3 wounds, and you've got your invulnerable saves.
4 plus.
Okay, 2 die. That's not bad.
So they consolidate 6 inches.
Nice. move the Dreadnought. I'm moving back here. Let's see if we can face those Terminators. And the Javelin over here, we'll just skip up. Just jump right up here. The Volkites, 2 of them are going to move. The rest, these 3 are going to remain stationary. So they're just going to come on this side here. Like this. And then these Marines are just going to shift a little bit closer up here, with the Sergeant moving up as well. I also had to mention that at the beginning of the turn, the Alpha Legion did score a point for controlling this objective. So right now, for objectives, it is 1-1. Javelin is going to fire his Cyclone missile launchers, snap fire them at the tactical squad over there, controlling that objective with that one guy. So we're looking for 6s to hit. Twin linked. 2 hits. Oh yeah, there we go. 2 wounds.
I'm going to go to ground.
Go to ground, yeah, absolutely. Looking for 6s. No, so 2 Marines die. Excellent. The veterans will fire into the plasmas. Only 8 can see. So 8 shots. Looking for 4s. So 5 wounds. 1 dies. So the squad is still alive. The Volkites support squad is going to fire at the Tyrant Siege Terminators. So 2 that move, they're snap firing. They're looking for 6s. So that's 1 hit. 3 are firing normally, looking for 3s. And then strength 6, looking for 2s to wound. Alright. And then you're just looking at armor saves. They're all 2+. Looking for some bads. Okay.
2 die.
2 die. So the Mortar's Dreadnought with the carries assault cannons is going to fire into the remainder of that squad, attempting to kill them. Looking for 2s to hit. And then strength 6 again. We're really looking for rends here. Looking for some 6s. Okay. So 2 misses, so 1 rend. Doesn't matter. Do the rend first, I guess, because it's 4+ and vulnerable.
On my leader.
Yeah,
okay.
Saves, and then the rest are 2. If you wanted to look out through them and have the other guy die, that's up to you.
Right.
Turn 4 overview. So what do we have here? We have your Warlord dead now from shooting. We have that squad. The 2 guys that died. Havocs are still okay. What else we got here? How do you feel about that turn?
That was not good for me.
A little bit worse?
Not great.
No?
That's
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, that's okay. Still got 1 turn to go. Okay, let's see what we can do.
Terminator's going to move here. And Plasma Guy's going to move here. The Havocs, these 3 are going to stay stationary. And these 2 are going to move. They're going to move up here. Havocs are going to shoot at the Dreadnought. So 3 shots. A normalistic skill. 1 misses.
They hit on 2s.
2 snap firing.
1 hits.
1 hits. So 3 hits.
3 hit. So it's side armor of 12.
Yeah. And then, so I need 4s with Tank Hunter.
That's right.
Okay. Re-rolling.
Okay, so 1 pen and 1 glance.
Yeah.
So the pen saves, and the glance does not save. So the Dreadnought takes 1 hull point.
Siege Tyrant's going to shoot with the Javelin.
Javelin will jink.
So he's going to fire. He needs 3s. Hits once. Strength 8, so he needs 3 to glance.
Yeah.
He glances.
So 1 glance, so 4+. Nope.
Fails.
So
So
the
it's
Javelin dies and is wrecked because it has 1 hull point left. Start of Alpha Legion turn 5. They'll score a point. So that's 2 points to 1 from the objectives. Tactical squad will move up to get out of the Dreadnought's way. Just kind of do their best here. The Volkites, they're going to be looking at firing at that Marine hiding. So 2 of them will again move this way. And the 3 will remain stationary. And then the Dreadnought will just move up so he's in range of that Terminator. The Dreadnought will fire at the Tyrant Siege Terminator over there. 12 shots. All hits. Right, and really, again, we're looking for rending. There's a couple in there, so if you want to roll those first.
Plus.
Oh, no.
Bad.
The Volkites will fire into the one lone Marine there. Just now we're just trying to kind of kill a couple things to make sure we win attrition. So the 2 guys firing that are snap firing, we'll just roll those. 3 wounds. You can just take armor saves. And he falls.
So the total was 5.
Well,
yeah.
Let's go through it first.
Start over.
So we have 2 points for the Alpha Legion.
Yeah.
1 point for the Iron Warriors from the objectives.
Yes.
So then you killed my Warlord, you get 1. I killed your Warlord, I get 1.
So I'm at 2 and you're at 3.
That's right. So the Alpha Legion are 3, Iron Warriors are 2. Now, the attrition, he killed 5 units. I only killed 4, so you get 1 point for attrition. In addition, Alpha Legion have a special rule that if the opponent kills more units, if they lose more units, which really is the same, because I lost 5, you lost 4, they give up another point. So the Iron Warriors are 4 to the Alpha Legion 3, because he gets 2 points for the attrition then.
So then what was your secret unit?
And so we each got to pick a secret non-scoring unit. You picked my Dreadnought with the assault cannons.
Yeah.
I picked your Tyrant Siege Terminators. Hence why at the end there I was desperate to kill them. And I get 2 points for killing those. So the final score is 5-4 for the Alpha Legion.
Yeah.
That was very close.
Yeah, for sure. You had a really good last turn there. It was
Like the last 2 turns?
Last 2 turns felt really strong.
Yeah.
Couple of good moves you made. I really like this javelin moving to like deny me that point. Was really smart.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I also hit twice.
I also
snap firing. So that helped a lot.
I wanted to be shooting at that Dreadnought the whole game, and you were around that rock, so that I wasn't able to shoot it.
That's right.
In hindsight, for myself, I think instead of putting the plasma squad out to try to score early and to threaten you here, I should have put my missiles out to prevent you from being able to move forward where you wanted to move, and just prevent your Dreadnought from being safe there.
That's right. Yeah, because I did feel safe with that Dreadnought there. I mean, that Dreadnought fell right away in the corner to Dorado.
Yeah.
He did nothing.
Because
really, though, I think what your plan was to have the plasmas kill my Terminators. I think neither of us expected how well your missiles were going to rip apart that
sometimes
squad.
dice can be good.
That's right. Yeah. So that helped. But then the plasma did really almost nothing.
One thing that went into your advantage quite a bit is that for me to get to this objective was more than 6 inches, and you moved your javelin to prevent me to getting close.
That's right. Yeah.
Where
mine was really
you just
close.
moved right
That's
to it.
Yeah. So what happened is when we placed our objectives, I placed mine here, and he placed his a little bit further. Well, they scatter, and this one scattered 1 inch this way, where that one scattered 5 inches almost back.
Yeah.
Right. So it scattered closer to the deployment zone. It also, honestly, in the end, it also didn't help that both your units, like 2 of your units, didn't come until turn 4.
Yeah.
Right. And having to score on the first turn really, like at the beginning of the turn, really hurt because like the game only lasts 5 turns. That tactical squad wasn't going to be scoring until the last turn, anyways.
And I think if this is just a little bit closer so that I can be there for the next turn, then my choice to take the Havocs is easier.
That's
Where
right.
here it's
That's
I
true.
need to score, so I need to deploy, I need to move up, and it gave you the opportunity. Your Volkites were just killing me.
They were just insane.
They killed so much.
They did. And honestly, hiding them from your Tyrant Siege Terminators helped. Because if your Tyrant Siege Terminators had 1 turn of shooting at them, they would have wiped them.
Yeah.
Right. So I have to make sure that they were in the corner, and then they just mow through regular Marines like
They shot
nothing.
They could shoot everything here, and the only thing here was the thing they wanted to ignore.
Right.
So
that's right. Yeah. So that definitely going second helped me a lot in this game. Normally doesn't. Granted, I did lose a Dorado without it doing anything, but it helped me deploy appropriately so that I was able to counter your deployment and really hide the one unit that clearly did almost everything for me against the one unit that did almost everything for you. Because my MVP would be those Volkites.
For sure.
Don't get me wrong. That Dreadnought did a lot too. It killed that one pesky sergeant that I couldn't kill here, and it did a lot to those Terminators. But that Dreadnought would have been dead if it wasn't for the Volkites making sure that everything else here was clear.
So earlier in the game, I think it was turn 3, you made the decision to charge with your Terminators.
Yeah.
Do you think that was the right decision?
You know what? On the charge, because my chaplain gets 4 attacks on the charge, and my sergeant of the Larnian Terminators actually has 5 attacks. So with rerolling to hit with 9 attacks, wounding on 2s, I didn't think I was going to survive that, but I felt that I could have done a lot of damage to that unit.
Sure, yeah.
That's really the only reason I did it, because irrelevant, I felt those guys were going to die, and I wanted to distract from my Marines, because I was worried that you were going to take your Terran Siege Terminators, fire into those Marines, and run them off the table. Because unlike you, I take leadership tests. Right. So that was my worry.
I tried that. Your sergeant was too good.
That's right. Well, and you were preoccupied with the javelins as well, because they did need to die, because they were doing quite a bit actually. Like the turn they came on, they didn't do a lot.
Yeah.
But then afterwards, it seemed like they were just really pesky and annoying.
I thought you did a really good job of utilizing the unit, even though it didn't actually shoot that much. Realistically, I think you only killed 1 guy.
Yeah.
But it prevented me from being able to move that whole squad. It made it so there was 1 guy touching the objective where it could have been 2, 3.
That's right. Yeah, because if you had 3 guys touching, it would have been like,
yeah,
I don't know what
sure.
I would have done. Yeah. Definitely, I think your army's super scary. 2 units of Havocs with
having to
Hunter,
deploy half my army really hurt me.
That really helped my army. I think if we had done it where both armies deployed together, I think it would have been definitely a one-sided game. I think your Iron Warriors, like against this army, they're well built, very very good army.
I just feel like I have the ability to move forward, and if you move out of space just a little bit, I can be hitting you with missiles. And
that's right.
Most Dreadnoughts to 10 missiles is quite a bit.
10 missiles with Tank Hunter, and then 5 missiles with these guys hitting on 2s and -1 to cover is really good. So yeah, no, it was a good game. It was fun. It was quick. Actually, it went by really, really fast. I feel like this post-game show is longer than most of our game, actually. So, yeah. Okay, well,
good game.
If you guys like this, good game. If you guys like this, subscribe, share, give us a note, ping on what you want to see more. Soon we'll be doing some bigger games as well. I know we've done a lot of Centurion ones. You'll see some 2,500 point games. We'll also be doing a few competitive ones in the future as well. So come join us again next week for a new game.